The government's forcing the British people to take a side. How can you sit there and decide? When EDO wants to ride, now you can see everybody's outside, everybody's siding with a side, and nobody knows what go on outside, but it's unity. I don't want to see no divide. Tell some man them to open their eyes, it's a trick. Do your own research, then you will see if Killa P's chatting shit. You have to know how to use your brain quick. Caught in at this game, Killa P can't quit. Putting in the work, educating people through my music, and that's how the killer goes to work. So I ain't got time for no fool nor jerk. Just tell EDL it can't work. Me love music, but hate racism. We have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to declare reason. So them can't be a grave, I will be a prison. They can't see destruction. I hate me what people, not tell me what my people just listen. Cause the gun them shine and I don't glisten. None of you don't want to end up missing. As an artist, we gotta make UK great. Why would my people wait? All for the things that they're putting online in the mainstream media, we know that it's fake. I'm telling my people, hold the faith. We ain't got time to argue and debate. We know what's real from what's fake. The government's got evil traits. They be turning nations against nations, people against people, my people wait. This ain't a war against your race. This is a war against man's fate. And to all of my brothers on every corner, every ends and every estate, I couldn't care if you're holding weight. Just know say it's unity straight. Me love music but hate racism. We have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to declare reason. So them can't be a grave, I will be a prison. We can't see destruction. I hate me what people, not tell me what my people just listen. Cause the gun them shine and I don't glisten. None of you don't want to end up missing. The same way the man will unite for EDL, unite with each other. You better unite with your brother, cause life's getting harder and harder. Furthermore, I thought that it was one order. My mother tell me, say time of the master, but me can't say I want back a disaster. And the wall away, we know where it cars for. What a beautiful turnout. Man's on an A406 on the bikes and the mopeds, they be doing the burnouts. Man, them say the money where we are earn now. If we had the barbecue, it'd be a beautiful turnout. Everybody out on the ends, nobody out with a skeng. Nobody has to pretend, it's only love to the end. It's only that we are said. Me love music but hate racism. We have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to declare reason. So them can't be a grave, I will be a prison. We can't see destruction. I hate me what people, not tell me what my people just listen. Cause the gun them shine and I don't glisten. None of you don't want to end up missing.
There is no justification, none, for taking this action. And all right-minded people should be condemning this sort of violence. People in this country have a right to be safe, and yet we've seen Muslim communities targeted, attacks on mosques, other minority communities singled out.
Me love music but hate racism. We have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to declare reason. So them can't be a grave, I will be a prison. We can't see destruction. I hate me what people, not tell me what my people just listen. Cause the gun them shine and I don't glisten. None of you don't want to end up missing. Me love music but hate racism. We have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to declare reason. So them can't be a grave, I will be a prison. We can't see destruction. I hate me what people, not tell me what my people just listen. Cause the gun them shine and I don't glisten. None of you don't want to end up missing.
Be in no doubt, those that have participated in this violence will face the full force of the law. The police will be making arrests, individuals will be held on remand, charges will follow, and convictions will follow. I guarantee you will regret taking part in this disorder, whether directly or those whipping up this action online.
Can't say you wasn't warned. Good evening, my people, manners and bare respect, plus our Wally Patax. I hope everybody's in good spirit and good health. Yeah, we're there. Let me just put in, where's that screen? We're there right here. So people, good evening. Hope everyone's in good spirit while on there. You catch back, that's something, yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Manners and respect. Wally Patax. You know the style already. With the current things going on right now in life, it's absolutely crazy that everybody's stuck on Vybz Kartel's life. I just want to touch on that real quick because I think, actually, let's put this on silent. Don't know why you're not on silent. Don't know why you're not on silent. Let's do that right now. Julian, big up yourself. Junior Defuse, my bro, God, big up yourself. Alan Wilson, big up yourself on the check-in. Auntie Bernadette, manners and bare respect. Big up the full Ashanti Yard family. Big up Sasha, big up Nikki anyway, you're there. Luke, Artala family, you don't know the choppings. Balanced Mindset, big up yourself over on the YouTube. Deborah, big up yourself over on the YouTube. Good evening, blessed evening to everybody. You know the style already, watch this now. Let's just keep this over air for a minute, because I just want a reason for a second. I'm confused. Now, what it is for me, right, is that there's a lot of signs in life, and you don't have to go to school or to university and get good grades
to be able to read in between of some of these lines that's being shown to us as we're living and seeing, and we're seeing the living proof of things taking place under our nose. There's a lot of people that are, I've said it many times, there's many people they're gonna look like us, they're gonna sound like us, but they're not gonna be for us. I said already, you can seek a blessing, but you can't seek a blessing while holding on to the devil's hand. I've mentioned these things many, many times. Now, it doesn't matter who the individual may be, it doesn't matter who the person may be, or the relation to the person or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Now, I say that to say this. While most people have a lot of things going on in their own personal lives which they don't want to address or deal with, they've got all the time in the world to be like following behind an artist. That means the people them no good. He only cares about himself. Now, as an artist to an artist, you see, if I was to do 13 years and come out, my thing is that I'm not even preaching badness to nobody. I'm going to be a living example to the youth them that rude boy, don't follow that. And I'm going to be setting up workshops in aid of that, because I've made a whole heap of money behind bars. The only man them that get to make money behind bars, let me make you know this, is man them that sell drugs behind bars. Man them that's doing things behind bars, things like double bubbling behind bars. We as man them that go behind bars for a spell, we don't ever get a chance to record songs, to release, and make money and become a world boss. Open your eyes as to what's going on underneath your nose. There's too much things happening and a lot of you lot don't know. You see what I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for the people of Jamaica. But then again, they always say, don't feel sorry for Marga Dog, because Marga Dog always turn around and bite you. But you see, the people of Jamaica need to wake up and be in tune with what's going on in the world. Forget about what Andrew Olis, just forget about him for 5 minutes. There's bigger players in the world that is making decisions on you lot's lives. And you lot are not in tune. And you got people like Queen Ifrika. And as much as she goes around the world and says a whole heap of different things, different topics, different things, maybe she shouldn't be saying, okay? But there's a whole heap of truth in what this sister's saying, and a lot of you people cast her off as she's a mad girl, mad woman. But you know something? They send the angels them in disguise of other things. So all when the majority is casting off this woman as a mad woman, she's actually an angel that's really trying to spread the real thing and open up the eyes of my people, them to make them see, yo, you know, so some of them people here, we're going like them are one away. All when me I call them off to see if them are really are going to show themselves as one away, or them are going to stay over there, so. And you lot still ain't reading between the lines of what go on. What will be on to Uno. That is all me can say. Uno are going to see what go on at the end, because that's all it is. We're being fooled. You know, the devil always turns up in a form of some crisp, nice woman or pretty car with some whole heap of thoughts underneath the bonnet. You see what I'm saying? And it draws you in and make you feel like, yeah man, this is for me. Jumping at that and go dead. So you got to look out for the signs that guide you, the signs that warn you. Too many years man's been watching the artists them of America, New York and Brooklyn and all the old school rappers them, and we've seen how many of them have sold out. We've seen the Diddy them, we see all of them sell out and who they sacrifice for make sure that their career has reached to the top. And we are not taking no leaf out of no book to read in between the lines of some of the scenarios that we see going on right before we. But we still can't. Sure. Claire, big up yourself. Sasha on the check-in, big up yourself. You don't know the choppings. There's all heap of things going on and enough people are staying quiet. Why? Because them licky and I look at handout. Not for you lot are gonna wake up one day and realize rotted, you know, so that them people here where we feel like are God's people are one bag of devil them where we let in our place. Devil them, demon them, demonic. They are not godly people. I know godly people never have to write God upon them. Them never have to put no farmer like they don't have to go out with placards saying I'm a God child and I'm a this, Good people are just good people, naturally good. So when you have a tattoo upon your forehead say, God, you know something wrong. Listen to me, man. In this last half what we're all in, you're gonna have to wake up and see some things, Some of our favorite friend them, who have to go cut off in this, And some of our favorite artists, who have to go stop like in this, And some of the some real things are gonna come to light. It's called revelations. For most of you that are out there sleeping. The misleading of our people has been going on for too long. And it coming like, we're not Dum one, big up yourself. King Lacey, big up yourself over on the YouTube. Manners and beer respect. Seen? In that journey, yeah, they said singers and players of instrument shall be there, and I see all the singers and players of instrument with them out shut. And the one and two of them that's talking, everybody saying them people are mad. Now I can tell you one thing. I do definitely say that as an advice to my sister Queen Africa, I would say you should put your message back in the music, my sister. Because when you were singing songs like It's Times Like These, powerful message. Lioness on the rise. You can call me by my name, I am ready to roll. Them tune are powerful messages to the sisters. So why are we stopping? Don't make social media fool some of una, I feel like say, una have to stop sing song and start chat foolishness online because you think that's the way forward. That ain't the way forward. We've been given a talent to make music, yes. Reach out to the people, them touch the people, them, and left them with the right message. And make them overstand, say, our unity, The fight is not against each other. The fight is amongst the government, them. We have to fight against the government. Why? Because we see what their plan is against us, the people. They don't live amongst us. They don't congregate amongst us. They don't do nothing day to day amongst us. We don't rub no shoulders with them. They don't help the community on the ghetto no time at all. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Listen, Richard Chambers, big up yourself, my bro. I have no time for the fuckery, I will talk straight to the end of time. Those that like realness will cling on to realness and gravitate towards that. And those that want to be misled, you understand, will continue to be misled in life. And good luck on you, and it's all down to choice and individual preferences. You know what I mean? It's your preference that you want to do that. So go ahead and knock yourself out. You know what I mean? But to me, I see a whole heap of things, what are there? A whole heap of things taking place that don't look right. Yeah? We don't look right. We're not set right. Not setting right. Man, I come out of jail and telling people them to sell them organs and sell them house and car. Fi come see him in a show. Forget go see nobody. Me not see nobody. Yeah, if me have to sell an organ, you think me want come see you? I big up my people, they must step off for Killa PS, little small artists. Respect, cause they could spend their money on anything else. Everybody's got bills that exceed the income that they make. You over, so yeah, I would not be telling my people them say them have to go sell them house and arm and leg and all them stupidness there. That just shows that you don't rate your people them. The same people them were rooted for you for reach our road. Come like say, I diss them, bro. You get me? But it's for the people them to see better and see through some of the fuckery that's going on. Cause 9 times out of 10 I tell you the God's and it's true. There's a lot of people misleading the people them, and the people them are easily misled. Easily misled. Trust me, man. But just listen to the lyrics of all her songs. They are reality and life experiences that she sings about. Auntie Bernadette, you're not wrong. I rate her, Randolph, big up yourself on the check-in. Good evening. I really do rate her as a bad artist and a serious sister. But I just think that she needs to stop talking online and get back in the studio and do what she does best, because only then does the message stay 100% concrete and it's unquestionable. But when we're out here just talking and mentioning names and name dropping and air dropping this and that, a lot of people have opinions. You know what I mean? And when we're looking at the little youth them and worrying about what the youth them are doing, rather than trying to guide the youth them, we're just going to slander them or diss them, then they turn around and diss us. It's not really a good look on us, because we should know better as the elders. You get it? So my message to my sister Queen Ifrika would be to put the message back in the music, my sister. That's why you was given the talent. The talent was not to come on social media and just be talking, because most of the people are not listening. They only listen through the medium of the music or the platform of the music. You get it? So we have to feed them that way there still, I can't lie. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. It's the way forward, you know, I can't lie. Like even myself, if you check how much I've reserved myself from social media. I don't want to talk about everything that I see going on no more. I don't want to be involved with everything that goes on no more. I don't want to connect with all the people that I thought was about that life no more. Because I sit through the bullshit. I'm not here for the bullshit. I'm here for the work that's yet to be done. Not the work that's already being done by hundreds of people doing the same frigging thing. I don't want to do that. I'm here for the work that's still yet to be done. That's why I'm here. And I still can't see the brothers them that are of that. All I'm seeing is people that just want to get funding here and funding there, and the whole, it's like everyone stop hustling, everyone stop juggling, and everyone's looking at funding. Is the new juggle and the new hustle. So I'm out. You get it? I'm out. I'm not on that. Nicky, big up yourself, Nicky, my big bro. I received your email. I need to download them. I've been mad busy. It's been a crazy weekend, but I'm home. You know, this has been always a Sunday priority for me. So definitely when I've done this, I'm going to download and listen. And I know a tree shot them, you send over. So don't watch no face. Big up the full Ashanti Yard family. Bigger. And yeah, just big up the full team. You don't know. One family, you know the chap. Self-growth and progression. Yeah, personal development is a hell of a thing that people should really take in and take on. You know what I mean? They should definitely take in that. What's going on over here now? Yes, Dom one. Bear love. Appreciation for creating this safe space. God talk. That's right. Because, you know, we're doing God's work. We're not here to... You know what inspired me to do a Godcast? If you know, there's a thing called Drink Champs on YouTube, right? With Noriega and them boy there. Now, I used to watch that religiously, and I used to rate them man there. Until they brought Kanye West on their platform for an interview, and then that brought the ratings through the roof, right? Cool. Interview was legendary. So many gems. Following morning, they took that interview down, and they done a live saying like, yeah, apologies, my people. We had to take that down because A, B, and C. Now that made me understand. When I looked into that, made me look at a lot of other platforms that I realized these are not free thinking platforms. These are platforms that are heavily driven by higher forces and, you know what I mean, powers that be. And they say what goes from what doesn't go. So when you see certain platforms where you think, oh yeah, the man, they can bun weed on there. Of course they want us to bun weed and look like idiots. Of course they want us to drink and look like clowns and chat shit. Because that's what we do when we drink and smoke. You get it? I start to realize that most of these people don't actually own their platform. They don't own the equipment that they use to transmit to the masses. Revolt probably does. Someone that owns Revolt probably does. You know, like that. So it made me understand that they're not doing God's work, because when the devil steps in and tells them to lock off that, they can't say, they have no argument. They have to do as they're told, because they're not a boss in the place that we look at them and think they're bosses. There's a boss behind that telling a man, say, yo, you see that something there? Lock off that. So that's why I created a Godcast. Because no man can't lock off this. They can shut down my whole page. Yeah, cool. I'm proud to. But remember, I've got everything that I do is always recorded on my hard drive externally right now as well. so they can take down whatever the hell they like because we're ahead of the game and they can't stop the message. You see what I'm saying, my people? Zadie, big up yourself on the check-in. Peace and love to the chat, and yeah, like and button and da-da-da-da-da. Like, share and subscribe. Talk with my Godcast. You don't know the choppings, man. And you don't, so you can see how the numbers them are small, you know. And we ain't watching numbers. Because we're dealing with clean-hearted people that's got real good intentions for their fellow people on earth. So I'm saying? That is it. We're not doing it for the likes. We're not doing it for the... And look at that, I didn't even see the numbers. There's numbers on YouTube. Big up to the people over on YouTube. Please press the like button and please share. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't, you get it. It's nothing. I didn't even see the numbers. That's some good numbers today on the YouTube. You get me? I ain't gonna lie. I don't watch numbers though. Trust me. I just appreciate of everyone's time because it's something that I can't give back. And I think today I feel like I want to reflect on some work because you see when I say doing community work, putting on seminars and talking to my people, inviting different organizations to sit under one roof where we can try and have a discussion where we can work with like work from the same page where we've got an echo effect to the street or to the communities that we're trying to get that reach to. Do you see what I'm saying? So I found something, literally something that I'd done about 7 years ago. And I think I'm going to run that at the end of this, to be fair. They are controlled by sponsors, definitely so. Small but strong. Big up yourself, Luke. A lot of people, a lot of them rent podcast rooms by the hour as well. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But this is the problem, man. This is not investing in yourself. If you have to, if in 2024 you still have to rent studio time, then you are not trying to progress. You should have had your own studio. You should have built a small studio. You should have hired the equipment by now. You know what I mean? And then you can move forward and then no one can't tell you A, B or C. You run your own thing from there. And it feels nice to have and to be able to run your own thing. You say, no, you're good. Yeah, it's nice to run your own thing and switch on when you want and switch off. I always said that. Even when it comes to switching on my sound or switching on my little equipment to play to music. Enough man were claim them off sound, couldn't switch on 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Then man have to wait till everybody in the house is up. Okay. Not even a joke, Randolph. But you know what? In regards to him, if I be honest, I don't know in the history of reggae, apart from Jack Yor. I know why Jack Yor got his songs out there. And it was definitely because the person who was writing the songs for him was the prison governor, the prison officer. So that's how he was getting his songs out. But for Vybz Kartel, I'm confused. There's a few things that confuses me. Like, Vybz Kartel was Vybz Kartel when he got arrested. When he went into prison, he was Vybz Kartel. He went into prison, he's got his phone. He's been on social media from then. He's been making songs from then. They've been lying to the public saying, oh yeah, he made them years ago and whatever it is coming out. That lie never lasts too long. Now people are understanding that this guy's been recording songs the whole time he's been in prison. He's been on social media the whole time. He's become world boss in prison. That don't ring no church bells for no one. Alarm bells. No red flag. Check me when you lot wake up, man. It is what it is. You get me? Don't just let the talent fool you. Because enough things are fishy as frig. I don't know. Fishy. I've never known anybody that can go to America, do all sorts of shit, get caught for doing all sorts of shit, do the time, get dipped back to yard and then get sent back there and they can't even tell you how they came back there. And you guys don't think something's fishy? And it's our own people that can't be real with us. They're supposed to be giving us the flipping gem for us to get out of it. What? They ain't trying to give us the gem. They're trying to leave us in hell. Why them fly our blood clot, big apple, forgot yam, big slice, take a big chunk out of that. But we still don't see the signs them. Okay? Like I say, check me when you lot wake up. I'm not here to be no one's best friend. I'm not here to like nobody. I'm here to do God's work. And I'm here to cipher out who's who, you know. For my own purpose first. And with my findings, I will bring it to the masses. Actually, you see them people, yeah? Keep your eye upon them, you know. Somehow don't love them, but keep your eye upon them. Shaky. The quality is spot on. Well, like the songs are straight from a studio, etc. Big up yourself, Luke, every time. We try to keep it to the level that we, you know what I mean? You know, when I go places, I hear quality. I do hear when I'm on certain stations and stuff like Rinse, Kiss, Radio 1 Extra, Radio 1. You know what I mean? So we do try to keep it off that level still, but yeah. I just saw the thing on my people, man. I was thinking that the other day, Moonstar readings, big up yourself, and good evening. All the things are going. People, just keep your eye open. Bare revelations, we've seen a lot in the last 5 years. There's a hell of a lot more to forward. Brace yourself, fling on your seatbelt, buckle up yourself. It's going to be a hell of a ride. For most of you lot that are not aware of what's to come, it's going to... Listen, you see the things them that the government's got set for us in England. The things they've got set for us in England, in the UK, versus what they got set for Jamaica. Half of this stuff is already in play. We've been using contactless. Could you imagine Jamaica contactless right now? Do you know how much sufferation, clot them left, right, and... Don't think you lot are understanding what I'm trying to tell you still, but wake up, my people, please. There's bigger things going on right now underneath our nose. They're making decisions now. While man's online saying, yeah, Andrew and this, I know, man's dissing up the man, and these people don't have to acknowledge you. You people are just on the ground. Why don't you get it? The only time them people that have to listen to we is when we're one as one unit. We don't have to talk. We don't have to open our mouth and say a word. Our presence already makes them know what time it is. They already know what our demands are. Yeah? You have a crowd of people and you have one spokesperson, not 100 man trying to speak because they think that their voice is bigger than the next man. No. All of us stay quiet. We already got our spokesperson, we got the message, and they're going to get it across for all of us. And it's for us to be disciplined enough to stay quiet and let that procedure proceed. Can we even do that? Well, allegedly, they said Cartel was part of a prison program where he was allowed to record songs and give some of the proceeds to Lizard's family. I don't know, Rasta. So why them not do that with every rotted youth out there where Killa have somebody picnic, Rasta? How them not do that? How Cartel so special? I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe I fuck him, I talk. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just a hater. Like, you know, me just a hater or whatever. I don't know. But me just know when something don't sit well or sit right. And good luck to it. It is what it is. I don't wish jail on nobody. I just think that if a man's shaky, you get me? Explain that. You get it? What are you doing? You get me? How the hell you get to America, Buju? You're supposed to talk the thing on your interview on Drink Champs and tell the people them raw. You know, so I did fuck up. Yeah, man, me did there, you know, I'm fuck up, Reginald. Boy, when me sit down back in our Jamaica, you know, boy, you know, I have to think hard. Who owe me a favor? I mean, just say, yo, DJ Khalid, you know, say, who owe me a favor for the tune what me do for you last time. And I succumbs me get my visa back, cause, yo, Khalid is a very serious man. You know what I mean? And so him rate me, I'm a rate him, and him rate my music. Yeah, man, just make sure so the thing shot is it. But him tell me not to tell nobody. So I can't really go into the detail, but I succumbs the thing kind of connect, you know what I mean? Man, even I give you that, not even a slight story we not get, people. Please. Not even a slight story we're not getting. So just keep your eyes open, because not everything's straight. You get me? I'm going to leave you with this thing here, though. Because I tell you the God's honest truth. Yeah, it's about half hour. right, watch on. I'm gonna play that something, because I feel like this is relevant. So 7 years ago, I definitely did put on an event called Unity First. Me and my good brother. I haven't seen him for a long time, but Malachi, big up yourself anywhere you are, my brother Malachi here. We did put on this event in Brixton, Pop Brixton. This was literally as they opened. They didn't actually, there was no events really going on in there at the time. But we managed to get hold of the venue to do an event where we could invite some speakers and our community and certain different organizations in hope that we can get them to unify rather than fight against each other, just because there's some a pot of what they call a pot of money, you know what I mean, to be dished out. So everyone starts fighting against one another because they think that they're, you know what I mean, our organization's better than theirs and we deserve the what they call it again now? Them deserve the money, man. Trust, they might fight over money. So we put on that something, yeah, to kind of try to unify the people. You get me? And there's some people that I used to listen to as a youth, like Dr. X. I used to listen to Dr. X when I was a youth, and he used to be on Genesis. I used to be in prison. I remember in Wandsworth prison, 2001, listening to Ghettoology. You know what I mean? And I thought it was only right to invite Dr. X as one of my guest speakers at the event. You get me? So people take a look at this, because it's only today I find it, and I thought, you know what? I have to share this with the people them, because it's not yesterday that we've been doing this kind of work. You know what I mean? And when we do work, we do it properly. We don't invite people to just take a look at this. Manners and respect. Don't know the choppings, but you don't need me if you talk too much, Killa.
Can you imagine? They've signed gangs now. The record labels have invested in all privatized prisons. Am I speaking French here? So it's not no rocket science as to what's going on. It's been a plan from day one. What are we really going to do about that? Because before, when people were being signed, we couldn't have a hoodie on our head, no gun fingers. Remember? Now it's gangs like 6, 7 signed. When? But what about us that kept it by the rules all this time? That's what I'm talking about. So it's deeper than just, when you say raw, let's take it to the labels. I was like, raw, do you know what you just said? You didn't hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Let's take it to the labels. Who's in favour of that in here right now? Yes. I see some missing hands though, because really and truly, that should be everyone's hands up. Say goodbye.
Clearly, I don't mean to polarize, it's just the music. Yeah, I'm not just saying that. What I am saying though, that it's a part of it. Yeah? Remember that we live in a society that constantly perpetuate negative images of us as a people. And they're not stopping it, but they're only stopping the negative images of their people. So we no longer have any boy group singers. So nobody wants, every youth man now, he wants to be a gangster. He doesn't want to be, but there's youth man's coming up now. How does a black youth want to be Ed Sheeran? Name the version of it. The American, they are poisonous. The American system has become very poisonous. They've turned Chris Rock, a church-going guy, into a gangster. They've turned Usher, a little nice, little pleasant little youth man, church-going youth man, into a gangster. Because the system is so pervasive, it twists you. It won't allow you to exist separately. But Ed Sheeran isn't turned into a gangster. Have you seen that? Because I've seen him turn into a gangster. Adele hasn't turned into a swearing, cussing singer. The only thing that we've got... I don't know about, maybe she does that somewhere else, but I'm talking about, but that's different. I'm talking about what she puts out for the public. They ain't gonna let her do that publicly. Look at Puerto Rico saying, get on with my man, or whatever, because they want their society to be constant and fair, right? So don't put 7-year-olds, like our 7-year-olds are listening to this music. You have 6-year-olds in Africa picking up, when they should be at school, they're picking up diamonds to give to us in the West, or them in the West. The whole system is unfair. you know, justice is not about fairness. It's about one group of people controlling another group of people. As Patrick just said, they are now investing their money. They take their money and this wicked capitalist system and invest in jails so they can now produce more capitalistic produce for the system. And they want most of us and our children to be there. So, sorry, I'm going to wind up now. So don't think I'm just saying it's a far deeper. The young lady said about trauma. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bag of trauma that's going on top of everything else. But the government, the black governments in Jamaica, I don't care where you're talking, in England, none of them are doing anything about it. They're looking for money to feed their pockets. They want a yacht, they want a bigger car. They don't care if you're starving. Jamaicans are now being locked out of their land in their country because another group of people have recolonized the land and started to take bits away from them. Listen. All right, thank you. That's my time.
Years ago, I decided not to work with kids anymore. I decided to grow children. You know, society's got this way of labeling them as kids, and we use the word kids, and then we're amazed at the behavior that they produce. Do you know that a kid is like an animal? It's a baby goat. So if you're labeling your children as kids, and the school's calling and say your kids are behaving badly, what can you expect? I used to go into schools and correct them in assembly. I used to say, hold on a minute, I'm not going to talk yet until you start addressing these young people as children. And they couldn't understand it. But we as a society were quick to label our children as baby goats and wonder why they kick off. I've just finished, and it was very strange because Patrick just reminded me that I was supposed to be speaking today, and I was like, oh shit. Because I just spent the day with a school in Tottenham working with some young people that were not expected to make anything of their lives. These people were written off, and I've been going into the school for about 2-3 months now to help them with their exams, and we went down there and videoed these children actually achieving success. Now this is my point, this is where I'm trying to get with this, is that we as society are quick to turn that switch. We're quick to look at a group of young people and say that whole group of young people, and that was an amazing statistic she gave earlier, that group of young people are all bad. 2 nights ago, I was in the park with the BBC. Don't hate me, I'm trying to do right out here. And they came and met me and they said, we need to speak to somebody who knows about the community and who knows where children are and who knows, actually they said kids. So I said, yeah, come meet me, right? And we went into a local park, because my whole point is this, is that if you're going to meet me to talk about children, I'm going to show you the positive side of children. I'm not going to lead you down the road that shows you that every black boy is a mugger, or every white boy is being peer-groomed into being in a black gang. I'm not going to show you that. So they met, they turned up fully, 2 vans, jump in my car, start recording me, and so we get to a local park, and I'm telling them this park is beautiful, the young people come in and work in this park, and I look over in the corner, and there was a woman being mugged by 2 young black boys. And the feeling that went through me was, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up, because what are the chances of you taking somebody to show them what a wonderful area it is, and then witnessing a woman in a wheelchair? These boys came up behind her and hit her over the head with her own, she had a walking stick thing. And so she sat there with her head streaming with blood. And the BBC are saying, yes, this is what we wanted to see. Do you know what I did? I cut in. I said to them, this is not the side of Tottenham that I want you to see. Because every time you look and they talk about young people, all they're doing is they're going and saying, really, if you was a young man and any of these channels come over to talk to you, all they want to know is, what size is your knife? They don't want to know that you're wearing the clothing that you're wearing because you're scared. Or that you carry a knife because 2 of your friends have been stabbed and you just want to go to college or uni. I just want to get there safely. They don't want to know that. What they want to know is that you are prepared to use this knife. So, we're in a society that is supporting this. And so this group here, this is like that scene in The Matrix, isn't it? It's like, you're all being released. You're all now working in the true matrix of what young people are. And it's amazing because you see, who's a parent here? There you go. So we're a society of parents and older people that are concerned about the next generation. And part of you who are in there, deep down feel that, did I have something to do with this? Do you understand what I'm saying? Did I have something? Was I not there for my son? Was I not there for these children that are, because children are the ones that call out for help. You drive down any road, the most darkest, disgusting group of boys, go and talk to them about their potential and you'll see the difference. Go and talk to them about, what do you want to do? You're a musician, here's a card. And you'll see they will turn up to that studio. But if you go over to them, or worse still, if you avoid them as adults, because some of us will leave here today and we will avoid those people. We'll avoid them. We'll just say it's easier that, because they carry knives, or they kill people, or they sell drugs, or they're up to no good. The fact is, and that statistic that you quoted there should be put on Twitter. It's a very small percentage of people, or young people, that actually do that. You're giving me the thumbs up. Are you seriously giving me the... I was just about to get into the whole story about...
Keep going.
Yeah? Okay. How dare you give me the thumbs up? I get it though. Because that's what we do in society. It's too powerful. It's too powerful. Get him up. Right. So we have to start looking at young people as just young people. Just young people. I met 4 boys 2 weeks ago. It's the most amazing thing ever. Because you don't see young people out playing, do you? And I met these boys on these bikes, and they train every single day to do wheelies. But they do them differently. They stand on the saddles, they do all that stuff there. So I arranged with them to film them for my channel. Their faces. Does that make sense? So you see the potential in a young person. It's you as an adult. You see, we are not going to stop young people carrying knives. Because when you go home, you're not going to be able to call this child and tell him that your life is safe. It's impossible. You can't do that. But what you can do is a more holistic approach to working with that mentality. So now you got a gang of boys and you show one of them you got potential. What do you think he says to the rest of them?
You've got potential.
What, just me? Surely not, because me and him. And then you'll find out 4 of them will turn up to the studio. And I'm telling you this because this t-shirt here is a song for London. This is a school in Tottenham called Glazemore. And they've got together all the children that were at risk of exclusion, and they're actually making a music video against knife and gun crime. And so all this summer, and my wife hates me, all this summer I've been spent with all these young people making this powerful video to tell other young people there's love in London, right? Because we're not living in a borough. It's all right, you can give me that. I'll take that one. I'll take that one from you. It's cool. We're not living in a borough where when you leave your house, you're in dread. Because what does that say? Because, I could show you some adults that I would cross the road when I see them. Not just the ones trying to sell network marketing. But the other, you understand what I'm saying? Some adults out there that are actively using young people to perpetuate this stigma, this thing that you're seeing now. So part of my, I do so many different roles. I'm not sure how I get the time, but I was blessed with the time to do this because I committed to doing it. And so what I'm going to tell you as an audience is once you commit to doing something, that time that you input will become like nothing. You'll just want to spend more and more time doing it because you're seeing lives change. We spent a week, me and Stephen Brown, a few weeks ago we went up to Margate because that's how far I go, because some of the young people who are in problems down here end up in places like Margate, Ramsgate, Young. And us as adults, we're not seeing these young people anymore. So we're wondering, where are these young people? But what's happening is that they're actively being groomed and taken down there. Well, basically, the word I'm going to use is kidnapped. Because the strategy that it involves is kidnapping. Because if you manipulate somebody into coming with you to do something, to me, that's kidnapping. If my child is manipulated to do something, you kidnapping my child. It's as simple as that. There's no middle ground there. So we go, so I'm going back up there, and what we do is we go up there and actively free these young people. So we go up to these crack houses, we go out to the beach where they hang out, and we talk to them and find out, why are you down here? And I'm going to tell you before I go an amazing story about how young people are dealing with issues that we don't, because you know, us as adults, we go, I've got my mortgage, innit? Why do I need to speak to you about an issue that you've got at school? You hear so many parents do it. They haven't got time to talk to their child on an emotional level. What they do is they equate emotions with material things. So, okay, you got problems, there's a new pair of trainers, now leave me alone, because I'm so immature, I just need to get on with my life. You get on with it, yeah? You want to stay out till 12 o'clock, just as long as you don't get in trouble. Who's ever heard that? Just as long as you don't get yourself, how can you tell a child that? Stay out till 12 o'clock, just as long as you don't get yourself in. What's the first, right, here's the thing. Don't think of a red ball. All of you, don't think of a red football. What's the one thing you think about? So you can stay out till 12, but don't get in trouble. So what the hell are you doing out till 12 o'clock? So parents need to change the way they communicate with their children. Anyway, so back to how a child would end up £15,350 in debt in Margate. School child. Yeah? This is how it happens. And this is the amazing part about the work that I do, is that I go inside. I don't just talk about youth work. I go and I would address the trapper. Yeah? I would go and speak to the parent. I would do a video shaming parents. Because parents, you know, us as adults, we need education as well. We need to know what to do. So here's how it happens. Peer groomers are now looking for children in schools that are popular. It's business. So they look for a child in a school that's popular, and they give him loads of gifts, loads of money, and that child now actively becomes an internal groomer in that school. So that child's job is to go and find a vulnerable child in that school, befriend that child, make that child believe he's popular. Do you understand how children are, right? You've got a child in school who's vulnerable, he's being bullied, he's got no friends. All of a sudden, the popular child wants to be your friend. This is where the problem starts. This is where you should be talking to your young people. So what happens is this. So that person befriends his target. So he now starts buying that child things. And in the particular case I'm talking about started with chicken and chips. So it starts with chicken and chips. On the way home, I'll buy your chicken and chips for you, no problem. Happens for 2-3 weeks, and then one day he turns around and says, you now owe me £100. Now that child does not, because of embarrassment, that child does not want to tell his parent, I've just slipped into £100 debt. So what the trapper does now is he says, that debt that you've got belongs to him, who is the adult outside the school. Now you can start seeing where it happens. So the adult offers him a solution to deal with the debt. And that debt is, hold this phone, when that phone rings, drop these things off. Very simple. You as a child, immature, don't know the law, it's just a phone. All you want to do is get rid of the debt. So now you're in the trap. This is what happens. So he'll give you a phone, he'll give you some drugs, and he'll also arrange to have you robbed. So now you are £500 in debt. Now you can see how it starts happening. So now your situation's just got grave because you're £500 in debt. Next Friday you're supposed to pay this guy who sat outside the school in a car waiting for you to pay this debt. What are you going to do? In comes another solution. Forget that. What we need you to do is to just drop this off to that house over there. It's a bigger consignment. Every time it's a bigger consignment because no adult wants to take the risk on their own. Yeah? So now they arrange for you to be robbed. And this is happening, and I'm telling these children, you're going to be robbed. No, you're not. Next time I see them, what happened? You were robbed. So now the consignment you were dropping to that other person that was going to clear the £500 debts and leave you with a new pair of trainers and £100 in your pocket is now robbed again. Now you're in £5,000 worth of debt. How do you clear £5,000 worth of debt? Here's another group. Young people like solutions. Do you know what it's that? Young people, here's a solution for you, young man. They go, what's the solution? Yeah? Here's another solution. Now you're £5,000 in debt. Let's talk about it. We're £5,000 in debt now. I don't want to hurt you. I'm going to keep you from this guy because this guy is raging. He wants to find out where you live. How are you going to sort it out? Because you can't go home and say, Mum, Dad, I owe £5,000. So here's what happens. Very, very simple. I'm going to wrap it up soon. It's a great story, but people learn from it. Is that you end up now in a car on the way to one of these coastal resorts. And basically, all they do is, because I haven't got time to go into how they build these trap houses up there, but literally they're going in and kicking people out of houses. Yeah? So they drop you to a house with a locked door, a telephone, and a consignment of drugs. What do you think is going to happen after that? You get robbed. This particular boy I'm working with is in £15,350 worth of debt from accepting 2 pieces of chicken and chips. This is the society that young people are living in, because none of these young people are stupid by no means. So they have the brain, they have the potential, it's how they apply it. So we as adults in here today need to leave here and know, how am I gonna add to that child's well-being? Because nobody wants to do, you're a killer. Every child, you know what I mean? You're not telling me nothing new. Tell a child, tell me what your potential is. Tell me what you want to do with your life. Yeah, we know you sell drugs. We know you carry knives. What else is there? Always dig deep to find out what else there is about that young person. Because my son is my son. I know there's different dimensions and layers to him. I'm not just going to say, my son is a kid. You know how many adults are saying, my son, he does his thing. That's all my son does, he does his thing. Know your children, know the children that you're talking to, and use the same language as young people. Yeah? Don't go in judgmental, thinking that you know everything, because I can tell you one thing about young people. They know a hell of a lot more about the streets than you. So assume that all the time. Yeah? So if you're asking a young person to clarify what he's doing, listen to the young person. Don't be judgmental. That's my time. Thank you for listening.
How does that sound? No, how does that sound though? It didn't sound quiet. Alright, well, that is the corner there that you can help yourself.
What type of food have we got up there?
Oh, the type of food we have. I don't know if anyone eats chicken, jerk chicken, summer fried chicken, fried fish, pasta salad, things like those. You know? So help yourself. There was refreshments, drinks. Help yourself.
Oh, that's good. Should I do some crystals as well?
Your claim is blow my mind. Why don't we stop all the talking, girl? Why don't we stop wasting time? You can people at the meeting's high. Baby, don't you know I will be your boy and all that? I can be the one wherever you are.
It's not going to be the same quality.
To try to make it all right.
that is like a gang, that deals with us like they are definitely a gang. Then we have a police force that, I'm not saying one or two of the officers don't do their job the way they're supposed to, but that's a drop in the ocean compared to the ones that are out there doing all the wrong things and abusing their powers. I'm not wrong in saying that. It's been my experience. I mean, when I was 13, I was stabbed in police custody. So I'm not the best of friends with police, but it doesn't mean that I don't know what's right from wrong, you know? But like I'm saying, the police are a gang, the government's a gang. Every ends and every corner that you got a block of flats is a new gang. That's crazy then. Because that leads me to feel left out, like, oh no, I was always a part of the crowd, but not like that. What's going on there? Everybody's gangs, be alone, yeah, man, respect. Everybody's gangs, but there's no righteous gang. Where's the gang of righteous people? Where's the gang of good doers? Big up there, my brother, man Richard, yeah? But that's what I'm talking about. We need a gang of people that say, no, we're not having that in our, we're standing up against that. Keep that out there, bro. You don't want to go to Bronco Park. Anyway, you don't want to do it. But you see in the community where we got our little kids that we're trying to raise in love and unity, yeah? Living by example, leading by example, and leaving that legacy for our kids. If we was to drop dead today, how would these kids that are running the streets right now raise their kids? How do you think that next generation is going to come up? And then their generation is going to come up? Because right now I'm looking at my mom's generation and then my grandparents. I don't have no great-grandparents. So when you look at the opposite side, like down the line, it's looking peak, as the young bucks will say. It's peak out there. And that's basically what it is. It's going to be peak. So what are we going to do to change this? The individual unity thing, the individual, oh, I'm humble and I'm righteous and I'm just doing my thing. Done. That done. We're not selling drugs. We're not doing none of that. So it's not no individual, I'm just doing my thing. It doesn't matter what your thing is. The thing is right now, unity first. Unity first, not in the thing that I'm saying, whatever I'm saying, forget what I'm saying like that. It's not about the unity first, it's about us unifying as righteous people, as a gang. Step out as a gang. Against what's going on. We're not trying to fight them with baseball bats, bullets, guns, knives. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, you see, the power of unity is that if I say what I'm saying now, it's just my voice saying something. But can you imagine if I say no more now, no more knife crime, no more gun crime, no more killing on our streets, please. Like, we can say that, please. They don't care. Their issues and what they got is a whole different life. Anyone that's been to prison will understand society in prison is a whole different society. Those kids have got their own little society. They don't engage with society. They don't engage with government things. They don't know, come on. These kids, their parents are still washing the doo-doo out of their boxers. Am I wrong? I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not going to sugarcoat things either. So apologies if, some people might hear me say things in a way, but it is trying to hit home. The message has to hit home. We're out here one away, like humble ones. Humble, but it's not good enough. If I say no more, it's not good enough. If we all said no more, you could hear the echo effect. This is what's needed. We don't need just an organisation up the road that's doing well, just them. The rest of them do it. Why are you getting funded if you're not linking with the rest of you lot? Why is there not something in place that's supposed to make everybody have to link? Come on, we got a kid in North London, he needs to get out of North, he needs to get out of Tottenham. Send him down there. We've got a place for him down there, even if he has to stay with one of the mentors. This is what happens if you are trying to save a life. There's no boundaries to this. It's facts. But your heart has to be there. You got to want to do that. All organisations need to be making that one step with the left foot. You can't be skipping all over the place or doing that funky house dance where everybody's doing a 100 shuffle. It's not going to work that way. The only way that it's going to work is if we work together. That's the only reason why I'm here. That's the only reason why I'm using my voice. I don't know. Why is it not happening? What is happening? What is the actual breakdown within our... Why do we not have a community? Why is it that every time a child gets troubled, there was an adult there that could have done something? These are the things that's hurting me, blood. And this is why I've stepped out and we have our meetings and we try and, you know what I mean? Make a change wherever we can. My life's hectic. I'm a musician. I'm all over the world flying, touring, performing. But when I come home, I'm coming home to another night. I hate nights. I hate them with a passion. All the fake friends that come around and go like they love you to bits and oh my brother and oh my brethren. After all of that, where are they? Because you think it's a 6-month bereavement time, isn't it? It is a lifetime. It's a lifetime of bereavement, bro. Brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles. This is real. And this is why we got to do something. And I mean, the elders seem to think that they have no part to play in this. Yes, you have a major part to play. You lot are the major players because you lot's been there way before us, you've been on earth way before us, you've got way knowledge more than us, and you need to pass that knowledge down to us before you lot drop out. So what we do with it is pass it down further. A lot of the elders have got knowledge and keeping it to themselves. It's not fair. We need direction from our elders. We're the activists, yeah. But you lot are the thinkers. You lot are the people that sit back and analyze the thing. Thank you, JJ, for, you know, when your head does spin, sometimes you don't find the right word. You understand? So this is what we need. Everybody plays a part. The youth them are our today's activists. They have no direction. They don't know what they're doing. They think it's cool to stab someone and do 20 years. They're young. They can waste 20 years if they want to waste 20 years. Well, when you know better, why not do better? Why would you want to waste 20 years? I mean, if I could get back all those years of me being on the block, running away from cops, jumping out of cars, all sorts of stuff that I got arrested for, that I went to prison for, I wasted my life and I could have been putting my, like, one foot on something, one track and stayed focused, because I've always been that kid. But I've always had influential friends also, and you know, if you're not with the man then, and you're not doing a little thing then, boy, you're not the man then, you know. Man don't rate you. But see, it takes a stronger man to know, say, yo, man don't care about your ratings, real boy. Because if you can give me ratings that make me feel good, then you can pop down my ratings, real boy. You understand? So I have to rate myself enough to can look at you and say, enough's enough. You understand? With that being said, that's enough of me saying enough.
The government's forcing the British people to take a side. How can you sit there and decide? When EDO wants to ride, now you can see everybody's outside, everybody's siding with a side, and nobody knows what going outside, but it's unity. I don't want to see no divide. Told some man them to open their eyes, it's a trick. Do your own research, then you will see if Killa P's chatting shit. You have to know how to use your brain quick. Caught in at this game, Killa P can't quit. Putting in the work, educating people through my music, and that's how the killer goes to work. So I ain't got time for no fool nor jerk. Just tell EDL it can't work. Me love music, but hate racism. We have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to the charism. So them can't be a grave, I will be a prison. They can't see destruction. I hate me what people, not let me what my people just listen. Cause the gun them shine and I don't glisten. None of you don't want to end up missing. As an artist, we gotta make UK great. Why would my people wait? All for the things that they're putting online in the mainstream media, we know that it's fake. I'm telling my people, hold the faith. We ain't got time to argue and debate. We know what's real from what's fake. The government's got evil traits. They be turning nations against nations, people against people, my people wait. This ain't a war against your race, this is a war against man's fate. And to all of my brothers on every corner, every ends and every estate, I couldn't care if you're holding weight, just know say it's unity straight. Me love music but hate racism, we have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to decay reasons, so them can be a grave, Babylon be a prison. We can seek destruction, I hate me what people, not hate me what my people just listen. Can the gun them shine and I don't glisten, none of you don't want end up missing. The same way the man that will unite for EDL, unite with each other. You better unite with your brother, cause life's getting harder and harder. Furthermore, I thought that it was one order. My mother tell me say time I the master, but me can't say I want back a disaster. And the wall we know where it cars for. What a beautiful turnout. Man's on a A406 on the bikes and the mopeds, they be doing the burnouts. Man them say the money where we are earn now. If we had the barbecue, be a beautiful turnout. Everybody out on the ends, nobody out with a skeng. Nobody has to pretend, it's only love to the end. It's only that we are said. Me love music but hate racism, we have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to decay reasons, so them can be a grave, Babylon be a prison. We can seek destruction, I hate me what people, not hate me what my people just listen. Can the gun them shine and I don't glisten, none of you don't want end up missing.
There is no justification, none, for taking this action. And all right-minded people should be condemning this sort of violence. People in this country have a right to be safe, and yet we've seen Muslim communities targeted, attacks on mosques, other minority communities singled out.
Me love music but hate racism, we have to bring greatness back to Great Britain. Babylon just wants to decay reasons, so them can be a grave, Babylon be a prison. We can seek destruction, I hate me what people, not hate me what my people just.
Wishing everybody a great week ahead, yeah? You can't be good, be careful, you don't know the shopping's already, my people. Manners and bear respect, bear love every time.
To Great Britain, Babylon just wants to decay reasons, so them can be a grave, Babylon be a prison. We can seek destruction, I hate me what people, not hate me what my people just listen. Can the gun them shine and I don't glisten, none of you don't want end up missing.
Be in no doubt, those that have participated in this violence will face the full force of the law. The police will be making arrests, individuals will be held on remand, charges will follow, and convictions will follow. I guarantee you will regret taking part in this disorder, whether directly or those whipping up this action online.